attacking himself and not the office. It's democracy. People ought to talk. People ought to correct you. So let's separate ourselves, whatever thing you have with people, from your office. And then we do a very good job. We get to have a very productive house. We get to have a lot of solutions presented to lots of problems that the various constituents of your being are having, because that is our core here. I don't think the Honorable Armstrong came all the way from where he came from just to banter with a co-honorable or myself or the SRC president. No. So please, let's do that. Let's do that, whatever differences we have. And then one other thing I also want us to take note of is that democracy is expensive. There are times where you know that people are just not being loud enough, but you just let it slide, just for time being, so that our sittings and things will be. Of course, if there is any input you think the person is not getting clear, for time being, we find other ways of dealing with it so that we don't spend so much time here. Apart from that, I don't have much to say, but please, if there is anybody here on campus, anybody here in KNUST that is responsible for solving student problem, it is the house. It's not the SRC president. It is us. So we should please not turn this place into a deadlock. That's why, to be able to do that, I'm telling you that when I come here, I separate myself from whatever personality I have. If you say whatever, I will not tell you behave honorably. No, I will not do that. You are doing your work. I don't take any. If you are, let's say, overreacting, I just see it as you are just so passionate about what you are talking about. But I beg that in your being passionate, you don't also, because people would also be looking at us. Thank you so much, the House. Shall we zoom into the third item on the other paper, that is correction and acceptance of minutes. Once again, from the caucus heads, I would want to know if every caucus has the digital format of the minutes from the first and the second sitting. Caucus head for the whole caucus. Please do your honorables have it? Honorable Paul, please do your people have it? It was kept in the official sheet. Do your people have it? Thank you. Honorable George, please do your people have it? Honorable Hartman, please do your people have the digital copy of both the first and second minutes? But did you forward it to them? Please henceforth be doing that for them. Yes, please. Thank you so much. Thank you. You're welcome. Honorable House, I first would say that I do apologize for not telling you the reason why the very honorable guests are here, but they're here for our own security. We are here to make sure that there is no harm upon us. They are not here to harm us. They are here. That's why they are not. That's why they are at the back. They are not here to. Unless, of course, the house would want to come into consensus that they go. That we have no excuse. We would let them go, and we know that further sittings, we will not have people here. We will not have people here trying to make sure that the honorable members and the entire students front of the KNUST leadership is well protected, or well security matters are top notch. So, Honorable, I would want to take it from you. Do you desire we move it into, we file a motion that, and then the House comes to consensus that they leave or stay? Marshall. Do you prefer they are here the security people? So finally said that you wanted.
Yes, I can't do anything all by myself.
So you want to explain to the house why they are here?
Yeah.
And then they are here on your permission?
Yes.
Honorable members, I think the Marshal may want to take the stage and then explain why he decided to tell me to have the very honorable persons that are here on security basis. So, Honorable Samuel, the floor is yours. You can inform the House about why.
I'm not here to cause fear and panic. They are here for our safety. Yes, I'm in charge of security department, but I can't do everything all by myself. I needed to bring this table in, and I couldn't have done it without the help. So, if you pardon me, they are here to help me do my work.
So I think on the Marshal's approval, they can stay. But what I will let them do is, Honorable Samuel, please come back. You have to assure the House that no form of intimidation would come from them. And then their true purpose here would be that they are here to protect them and nothing else. So I don't, if you could give that clearance and assurance to our honorable House, I would be very happy.
So, honorable members, they are here, and they are here to. And if in case they are to cause anything that goes contrary to what we are doing, I'll bear the truth.
All right, so with that being said, Honorable, you still have a submission? I think the Marshal is trying to solve the issue.
Yes, so I think Marshal, you are doing well. They can work out. That's all.
So while the Marshal is trying to solve the issue, I would want to. You have a submission too, Honorable L. Yes, please. The House? Myself? I did not. I did. I did. I did. I did. I did. I did. I would not disrespect the House such. Maybe, you see, in the process of sitting down takes a bow. So bowing while bowing may be relative to your eye. But I did bow. You're welcome.
All of them will leave, but the commander will be around because he is the security of the president, and the president will be coming.
So unless the president comes,
Before he can come in.
yeah, before you come with the president. But those outside can stay outside.
Yeah, I'm asking him to stay outside.
Alright. So, Honorable Armstrong, I think your submission has yielded results. The marshal has liaised with them, and then he's asking that if they're here to protect, it should not be within. If there's any harm that will come from outside. So they should stand outside and then protect all. Because when they're in, then the person comes in, the harm has already been done. So they would move out and then ensure security outside. I hope that is accepted. All right. Thank you so much for your. So, Honorable Hackman, now it has been forwarded to your people. Now the minute has been forwarded to your people, so the House can now go through it and then make the necessary corrections. You're welcome, Honorable. The House, shall we all? Shall we all open the first minutes? The title is Minutes of the Inauguration held on 25th August 2024. Shall we all open it? So the House, any correction to be done on the preamble? Any correction on the preamble? Section I, any correction? Section IA. Section IB. Section IC. Section ID. Section IE. Yes, Honorable Teresa. Madam Clerk, please put that into observance and then. Thank you, Honorable. We continue from Section IE. Section IE. The Honorable House, Section IF. Section IG. Section IH. Section I, Section II. Because I think now your microphones are being worked on. Is it working? Let's give time some time. So on your permission, can you all off it? Can you all off it so that when there's an honorable talking, he alone can have the room? Thank you so much, Honorable House. So without any further corrections, sorry, Honorable Paul. Honorable Paul, please, your submission before the House. I think they are still working on it too. This is the first one. The caucus heads were not elected. This was when we had to adjourn it for the next day to have the caucus heads appointment and the deputy speaker elections.
He said, tell them some of them still have the microphones on, so they should turn them off so that they can attend to the issue.
Because I think there is an attempt to fix the microphone, so please, maybe you're off it, so that when they are done, they will alert the marshal lets us know, and then we all on it. So about 3 or 2 minutes from now, we should all... It's okay, no? All right, so now you can use it. Honorable Paul, please, have I cleared your... Honorable Paul? Yes. Have I cleared your... I think if our memory serves us right, I think, Honorable Armstrong even talked about, so it was not the same day. It was the next day at the grassroots conference. Honorable Gifty. Honorable Paul, please, may you take your chair so that Honorable Gifty can talk. Thank you, Honorable Gifty. Honorable Morina, I would want to invite you here so you tell the House why you have a minute that does not have a title. I cannot bear your struggle. Please come and inform the House why you don't have the House. You don't have the. Honorable Morina, please, the House is waiting for you, because Honorable Gifty is also waiting. It's shocking how the person taking the minutes did not capture what you said. Isn't that shocking? So the writing will be done? Yes, the writing. Honorable Gifty, please, do you buy that? Do you buy that and then you pardon her that the writing gets done, gets submitted to the House, so that on the WhatsApp page we take the approval of it, so we skip this and then attack the second one. And then the second one also of the same format. I am tempted to believe that the chaos was for the 15th Parliament and not us, because we are not chaotic, honorable members. All right, so I think what Honorable is trying to say is that there were a lot of distractions and all, but since you are in the learning process, myself I'll buy it, but it will take you another metric to buy it too, because one way or the other we are all learning, but she did not draft. She just had a draft that day, and then she's supposed to actually make a minute. So I think the days after that were no chaos, if that day was chaos. So she still had enough grounds to have prepared us or submit to us a good minute. So if you buy that, the House has no problem. You buy that. All right, so thank you, Honorable Teresa. You may have your seat. Honorable Miss Gifty, you may have your seat. Miss Marina, you may also have a seat. Honorable Elvis, please, I saw you stand.
Right, Honorable Speaker, I had wanted to make it known to our Honorable Clerk that she's been a deputy clerk, and now she's the clerk herself. And so she shouldn't still be in the learning process. Maybe some of us, we can say we are in the learning process.
That's
because
fair.
we just started. Okay, but Honorable Marina has been in Parliament for 2 years. And so if you tell us you are still in the learning process, then we will be starters. So please, we are begging you, the next time you work on some of these things for us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Honorable Elvis. Honorable Neiman, the floor is yours. Masha, please be moving the microphone from an honorable to an honorable until they fix the automated systems.
Right, Honorable Speaker, I want to especially wish you a happy new year and wish the House a happy new year. I mean, it's great seeing us all together once again. And then I would like to find out two things. First has to do with there wasn't any flyer to publicize this emergency sitting. I, for one, had to be in another meeting. But then when I gave them the excuse that we have a parliamentary sitting, there was something I needed to show to them as a proof for my absence in that sitting. You get me? And I think that something like the other paper which we had, I can't show it to them just like that because they are not members of parliament. But I think if the flyer came out, it would have been a concrete reason to give to them that I cannot be present in that meeting. And then the second one has to do with I want to find out if there is live streaming ongoing or it's just projection. Thank you.
All right, so thank you, Honorable Newman. I think the first one is, I think you could have used the notice of emergency sitting, that document, to duly notify them that as an evidence that, of course, something of that sort is being done. And then the second thing is, I would want who volunteered to find out, because they can lie to us, but we cannot lie to ourselves. So somebody should, of course, it's live. Okay, so Honorable Pascal confirms that it's live. Thank you, Honorable. Yes, please, Honorable.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker, the House. I am happy to see all of you here today. Mr. Speaker,
Honorable.
the problem is with last year when we came here, we realized that the 15th Parliamentary Council made mention of a tech TV bill that we have, okay, that whatever meeting we will be having, it will be live on TV. So I, Albert Ahito, and I'm sure most of the honorable members here will also be in the same line with you. We want to know if it is being streamed live on the TVs that they promise us. That is what I want to know. Thank you.
So thank you, Honorable Ahito. I think that is a fair observation. The only problem is that myself sitting here, the only metric I can use to tell you that is not being done is the fact that if it has been done, I would have been called to sign so that they take some money from the students' account to augment whatever funding they have to that. But I have not been called, and neither did my predecessor. So it tells that they have not even factored it at the University Council board to even come to the part where we would enjoy those privileges. And then coming to that, I wanted to suggest to the House that I think it is nice that we take a look on that again, and then see if there is anything we can also do to augment it. But rather not, I'm also fine. So please, it's not being done. So Honorable Armstrong.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I think we were dealing with item 3 on the order paper. That is before commencement of public business, item 3.
Yes,
but it appears, Mr. Speaker, we are doing something else.
We are here talking about TVs and live streaming and all other things. When you should be talking about the correction of and acceptance of minutes. So it appears we are moving from where we are supposed to be. So Mr. Speaker, I need to call the attention of the House that it should come back and be on track just so we can finish the business. And if there are other things, I think the other paper has made room. I think item 8, any other credible business, we can discuss some of these things there. So Mr. Speaker, I'm just submitting that we stick to what the other paper is saying. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable. Thank you, Honorable Armstrong. Looks like the non-residential caucus still wants to take after their predecessors. They were the most active. The house before, the 14th house, I think the college was the most active because they had Ajabati and the Kofi, the Ahmed Asante, and then the next they had the forcing of which I admired the most, and the others also are there. So let's see. So I'll take the last submission from Honorable Elvis, then resume back to business. Honorable Elvis. Okay, thank you, Honorable Elvis. I think the submission, the latter part of your submission somehow is linked to the initial part of your submission, registering that it's too early to judge. You came up strong, but that is fine. What the standard is that when you book the venue, it comes with the streaming. So once you are here, that's why the very last sitting for the 15th house, Honorable BBY had a lot of issues about why they are having a sitting and it's not a sitting in camera, because he knows that for this venue, the reason why most of the time it's preferred is that it comes with the streaming. They are able to facilitate the streaming. So, and then Honorable Pascal just confirmed that we are sitting in camera. So all sitting in camera protocols from the standing orders should be observed, and then I will beg that, just as Honorable Elvis advised, some things we know how to fabricate our sayings. Thank you, Honorable Elvis. So with that being said, and then the clerk being pardoned to do better next time, we would move, or we do accept the minutes. Instead that she brings us a revised version of it with the necessary corrections on the page. Should we attach a timeline to it? Before 72 hours, Miss Marina, you and your leadership, before 72 hours, we would want to have it. Shall we look at the second sitting, the minutes from the second sitting? And I would want to inform the House that she used the same format. So let's pardon the fact that it does not meet standard, and let's look at the corrections so that she has that capture. So when she's just restructuring its format, it's just the restructuring she's doing and not the intertotals of it. Thank you so much. Shall we all open it? The title is Minutes of the Deputy Speaker Elections. So, okay. Minutes of the Deputy Speaker election held on 26th August 2024, and I open. All right, so the House, the heading of the preamble, the heading. All right, so if the House do not have anything to say about the heading, I do have to say that it was not just Deputy Speaker election, Madam Clerk. It was a Deputy Speaker election and caucus head appointments or elections. So do make that correction. The House, item A, item A, item A, item B, item B, item C. Honorable Clerk, Madam Clerk, please, your minute is indicated A, B, A, B, C, D. Please do take note of that, and then I get that the work is tedious, but I bet it's not more tedious than any person sitting here. They have very rigorous demands from their offices as president, general secretaries, and then MPs. So please, your work is tedious, but it's as tedious as anybody's work. So please do what is needed. So we'll still use her indications. So the second item A, the House. The second item B. And the item C. Honorable Francis.
Yeah, thank you, Right Honorable. Please wait. Item B, with regards to the Bible verse. It seems there is a mistake with the Bible verse. 2 Corinthians 14:14. You don't have 2 Corinthians 14. It ends at 13.
The item
B. Yeah, so if that one
that is duly noted. So we would continue from item E. Item E. Item E. The Honorable House, before Honorable Paul speaks, I think first, before I say what the clerk's reply to what Honorable Francis said, Madam Clerk, please, next time you find out that something of such sort has been done, please clarify from the person. She says that was exactly what the person said. So it's not her. It's what the person said that was registered. And in that sense, it makes sense. In that state, it makes sense. She's there to record what you said, but unless the Honorable says that it's not, he or she did not say that. I want Honorable Paul to speak first. I want Honorable Paul to speak first. Honorable Paul, please, the floor is yours.
unfair then must be addressed. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Hakpan. But I do believe Honorable Abednego is not taking any offense from, Honorable Jake is not taking any offense from what the clerk wrote, and the clerk neither is taking any offense from what Honorable said, just matters of misunderstanding, which happens to be that everybody is okay, and then corrections has been made, and in the revised format, we'll have the corrections duly indicated. So going forward, we shall adopt metrics, we shall adopt ways and means of making sure that the right sayings are recorded. The right sayings are recorded. Unfair for us, we were not sitting in camera that day. We could have gone to YouTube to verify. And fairly for us, we are now. So next sitting, I doubt things of such magnitude would happen. Thank you so much, Honorable.
Thank you very much.
Honorable Teresa. Yes, please. Yes, but it's not captured there.
And then I also remember the aspirants of the deputy speaker position were also given the chance to sell their vision and mission.
Of which Honorable Neiman said something remarkable.
I'm a woman of US.
Thank you, Honorable Teresa. Madam Clerk, please do your best to make sure that in further sittings, we do not spend so much time on corrections. Honorable Abednego, I saw you stand first. The floor is yours.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So just so we are all clear and we all understand and we are on the same page, right? I'm not angry with what Madam Clerk reported. We are, the reason why we are going through the minutes is to find mistakes and correct. So if she reports something which is wayward and I give the right thing I said, I don't think she should be offended.
Sure.
Are you?
She's not. She's not. Honorable, you can have the floor.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I really appreciate the opportunity, and I would like to use this opportunity to say a very big welcome to all our members. Happy New Year. It's been a very, very long vacation. Honorable Speaker, please, right honorable, please. Since we are here for correction, I've noticed something in the minutes, and I would appreciate you correct that. Second first, I think that it was ABA, that particular A, under the B. There's a statement there which my name is Pat, Honorable Godfrey Upon. And my full name is Honorable Godfrey Upon. The parish didn't come. Coming to the section 2, we have the C, Honorable Upon parish. That's one, two.
So it's two different people. Two different, and none of them is a parliamentarian, because that is not your name.
I really appreciate the way you were able to understand.
Yeah, I understand you. So there is a ghost in our minutes. I nearly moved, but my Honorable Armstrong wants to talk, and I like his submission. So, Honorable, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mine is just, I'm seeking for clarification and also suggestion. I don't know if I am right or wrong. Maybe I will need some interpretation. Mr. Speaker, per my understanding, Order 21, if we say we are sitting in camera, Order 21 suggests that that sitting is not supposed to go beyond the chambers of this house. So sitting in camera actually means that we are having a closed sitting, not the other way around, that we are going to be on television. So if you check Order 21, I think the standing orders are there and they are clear on what it means to say sitting in camera. And the next one is about, I just want some clarification. We know we are working with the minutes of the previous sitting. I want to know, if we have our Hansas ready, what I know is that the minutes should capture, or it should be a summary of what happened here. However, we should have a Hansa that will capture verbatim of whatever happened here, word to word. If we laughed, we laughed. If this one smart, the person smart. So I want to know if the table office has it ready that if we need the Hansas, we can get to it. But if you are making mistakes in the summary, Mr. Speaker, it might be fatal if we check the Hansas. So I'm only submitting that if it is possible, it should be made available to members just so we can also go through and make the necessary corrections. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Armstrong. I told you I like his submission. This, of course, was a lecture. First, myself and the House, we've duly learned what sitting in camera means. And Madam Clerk, do you have the Hansa around? Do you have it available? So I think going forward, that would also be a practice. She would also, just as Honorable Gifty said, we are all learning, so she would also take that into practice. The Honorable House, I shall continue from section I, item B, section IB, section IC, section ID. So, Honorable Elvis, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Right Honorable. I think the camera thing Honorable David spoke about, I think you've still not solved the issue. Is it that the coverage they are taking is not going out, or I think it is still on YouTube, right? People are still, if you can check that for me. I think
people are actually watching.
Okay, sure. So he was saying it should be within this jurisdiction, and people outside shouldn't have a watch of that, right? I think that was what Honorable David was trying to mean.
I think what Honorable is saying is that he's saying it from my dictation of what sitting in camera was, and he was making correction to my end that sitting in camera does not mean that cameras are around and we are streaming. That's not sitting in camera. So what he's saying is this is not a sitting in camera, so I should not be saying we are sitting in camera. Because, of course, if you are sitting in camera, cameras wouldn't have even been around. So that's what he's saying. So it's a bit contradictory to what you are saying, but what you are saying is fairly noted. So,
all right,
yes.
So thank you.
Yes, please. Any further clarification? So it means that when you are sitting in camera, of course, probably the standing orders will not probably even be on the stage. And then, I don't even have to go into it. There is the standing order makes it clear what sitting in camera, the metric is, so I will not even go into that. So since there are no further corrections to be made to the minutes of the second sitting, may shall be in the books, but instead that the revised structure and then the necessary corrections are made, and then within the next 72 hours presented to the House take a stance on the WhatsApp page, and then it goes into record. Thank you so much, the Honorable House. We shall zoom into our recess, but before that, I would want to acknowledge some persons. I see Right Honorable Rita here. Right Honorable Rita, can we have a wave? She is the senator, the Senate Speaker for the HESA Senate. Right Honorable, please, my honorable members want to see you. Can you stand there and take a wave? I see Master Edge, Baby Eagle, from WhatsApp Tech. Honorable. I see, Okay, so Master Eddie and his people are also here. They are taking care of our photography and our media works. Other personalities will be duly acknowledged after the recess. Thank you. Before the recess happens, I would want to thank you all for being here again. The reason I'm saying so is that it's not easy to have this number after calling for emergency sitting. And then I would want us to duly take matters into observation as we go on the recess, look at the next items, and then do your findings, go through the standing order. Because I've told you, I don't take any offense. Of course, no speaker should ever take any offense. I'm just here to moderate whatever submissions you have. So I just want the best to come out of the house. And then it's my utmost interest is building strong and a very sharp parliamentarians for Ghana and the entirety of the universe. Thank you, honorable members. Before that, I shall open the floor for any comment before recess. Just 2 comments before recess. Okay, just 3. I'll take one from every caucus. The non-residential, any comments? Not necessarily the caucus head, but anybody amongst that, unless, of course, the caucus head wants to, Victor. Yeah, you take the maize and you see the house, and you all stand and then we go. Yeah.
Mr. Speaker, thank you very much for the opportunity.
You're welcome.
Some of my honorable members also want to get opportunity you have given those you addressed. So they also want to get the same. Thank you.
So, all right. So let's do a quick one. Let's do a quick one. So, honorable, most experienced, honorable Kelvin, shall we have a rave? Honorable Tando, shall we have a rave, please? Please stand up. We want to see you. Honorable Esmond, shall we? Honorable Kukua, shall we? Honorable Jake, shall we?
I want to give a shout out to my head of security, Caleb Dugba. Yeah, he's a solid guy. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's your head of security.
Security, yeah.
What's his name, please? So we duly acknowledge him and then he goes into record.
Caleb Dugba.
All right. Master Caleb Dugba, the house duly acknowledge your presence. Honorable Patricia, shall we? Honorable Ku, shall we? Honorable Pascal, Honorable Teresa, Honorable Teresa. You are fine. Honorable Armstrong, Honorable L, Honorable Stephen.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker of the House, before I sit down, I want to also make my comment before I sit down.
Yes, please.
Mr. Speaker, we all know the time you gave us, and the leadership of the House gave us 12 noon. And Speaker, when I checked my time, that's the time we started the sitting. It was around 2:02, which is 2 hours, 2 minutes late, with some seconds. And Mr. Speaker, it was duly recognized in our minutes, of which one of the honorables made a comment that we should manage our time very well and make sure we go by our time each and every month. Because, right, honorable, we can't travel all the way from Obuasi for that 2 hours, 30 minutes journey and get here, and the speaker and the leadership, none of them were here in this auditorium. That is very appalling.
At your arrival?
Yes, please.
None of the leadership were here.
It was only the deputy speaker who was around.
Only the deputy speaker?
When it was 12.
Only the deputy speaker?
Yes, please. That's the truth. When we came here...
Ms. Phyllis was not here.
Oh. Okay, yeah. So...
However, we apologize. It's not nice to go into...
Yes, please. So we are leaders. That canker is there and we have to curb it. It's like Kumasi people always, you are late for everything. Yes, please. Because this will never happen in Obuasi, where we'll be having the meetings and leaders will be late. We are the leaders. So we have to set up better examples for our student body. When we are
Honorable
having
Hartman,
sittings
shall you please
12,
take your seat? Thank you.
Well, Speaker, when we are having sittings at 12, we should start exactly at 12. Because we all left our places doing better things over there. We all came here. This is an equally better thing that we could have done. I have to cancel my meeting to be here. Just to meet this setting.
Honorable Stephen, I would want clarification on your just ended statements. You all were having...
We are having equal better agendas to undertake. Yes. Yes. We the prepper boys, you know, yes. Yes. So, Right Honorable.
Honorable.
Please, let's work on that for us.
Yes, please, Honorable. Yes, please.
Well, this is something we all have to take in records.
Yes, please.
We can't be having meetings, and we are always late for meetings.
Yes, please, Honorable.
That Kumasi Kanka must be kept. Yes, please.
Mr. Speaker, the MP for Kote Agency rises on the point of correction. It seems the Kumasi quote is becoming too much, and this video wouldn't be appropriate. It wouldn't be appropriate to get out there. And so, please, I don't know if we should appropriate this to the Privileges Committee so he checks this, because it's not right. The Kumasi quote, when it gets out there,
thank you, Honorable Sapon. To anybody watching, in my stead as Speaker, we do not mean to say Kumasi people or whatever. I think it is well defined within our context that he is coming from Obuasi, and we say Kumasi means KNUST campus students, parliament, or probably, let me even say, the leadership of the parliament house, and not Kumasi people. So no need to even refer it to there. Yeah. So, Honorable Brights, the floor is yours. Albert. Honorable Albert, please.
Okay, Mr. Speaker. I think if we'll be going strictly with the time allocated, okay, from 12 noon to 6 p.m., we cannot continue with this shutdown thing. We have to move on to the next agenda and then we proceed. We have a whole lot to do. Thank you.
Thank you. So on that, Honorable.
Mr. Speaker, I think I had wanted to wait, but I think I will not have the opportunity. If we provided a space for correction and adoption of the order paper, we would have corrected item 6. I think deliberation on possible food prices stabilization act. And what is typed there is something, I don't know how to pronounce it, that is stabilization or something. So
okay.
That needs to be corrected.
Yes, please.
And Mr. Speaker, this one, I had wanted it to slide, but I think we are still learning. Mr. Speaker, when I read the invitation to this meeting, a line, in fact, a whole paragraph said that the business committee deems it fit that we have the meeting today and at the time they specify. Mr. Speaker, you know I'm a member of the business committee.
Yes, please.
We never had any discussion. Mr. Speaker, we never did, and you know.
I think what you're saying is true, because if a class of 16 people have a forum that they meet at, or they use in meeting, and then that forum is disregarded, the meeting is not called a meeting. So I'd apologize, and then just as Honorable Gifty said, we'll do better. And
yeah, so
in
Mr. Speaker,
times,
it's not about the apology. You know, I don't need Mr. Speaker to be apologizing, you know. But the thing is that if somebody picks it, it appears we agreed on it as business committee. Unless, of course, there's another business committee group that I'm not there. But the one I am on, we never had any discussion on this. The first time I saw it, when you posted it, the same time as when it was posted on the
Yes.
main platform.
That is what I'm saying.
I think going forward, we should do better.
Yes.
Thank
But
you, Mr.
I
Speaker.
actually wanted to put it on record that the business committee actually had a meeting, but that's why I'm saying that I'm sorry that if a class of 16 meets and then there are some, it's not the full people and all those things, invites are not sent and all those things.
Sorry, Mr. Speaker, I wasn't interrupting you, but you know my secretary is controversial.
Okay.
The point is that if we really had a meeting, then I don't know how the notice of the meeting got to the members. It could be that there were calls made to some specific numbers that maybe I wasn't deemed fit to be on the call. That is the impression, Mr. Speaker. I wanted not to prolong it, but the thing is that they had a meeting that you were not part. How come I'm there that I'm not supposed to be part of the meeting?
That is what Honorable. I'm not trying to cut you short, but that is what actually the apology is for, and that is why I'm saying that going forward we'll do what is right. That's what the apology was for. It was not for the meeting not being called. It was actually for not considering your identity and all that. We are very, very sorry, and then the business committee will do better and better in coming times. Trust you, me.
All right, that's fine.
Honorable Tando, I saw a point of correction.
Yes.
Do you still stand to talk on point of correction or on submission? Submission. Yes,
Submission.
Yes, please.
Thank you for the chance given to me to speak. Mr. Speaker, what I know is that when it comes to Parliament, identity is crucial. I came to the House, sat down, and I don't know whether this is called a card. Please permit me to say.
Honorable Tando, please, I think that, I would let you say what you want to say, but I think that this matter should have been at the AOCB, because Honorable Armstrong said it. These things, saying it at this time, you know that the major things we have to attack on the other people, we've not even said it. We waste all our time talking about comments and other credible business, and when it gets there, so please, after Honorable Tando has said that, let's put that into notice, that when it comes to the House, anything that has been done wrong, and that's Honorable Armstrong said that he wanted to wait, but he thinks that I might not have. That's loud. But please, let's make sure that we push those things to AOCB. So Honorable Tando, please say what you have to say.
Please, sorry I didn't wait for that session, but I thought you said further comment, so I just had to stand up and give my comment. Sorry.
Yes,
I saw on Honorable Armstrong's card that his position has been written IDRC South MP, and I don't remember the last time you swore him in as IDRC South MP. So I'm telling you, or I'm pleading with you to tell your people to do the right thing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Tando. Thank you. I think Honorable Opare, Honorable Jake, a lot other honorables had a big fight with me before the commencement of the House, and of course, there is never an excuse. There is never an excuse for something wrongly done. What we have to do is do better. So we will do better with that, and we will do all those corrections and all. It's just some of the disadvantages of emergency sitting. Thank you so much. We will do better. We are very sorry, Honorable Armstrong, Honorable Stephen. I can go on and mention the names. I think a lot of you have. Yeah, so please, the House, do pardon us for that. So we may, Honorable Stephen, I will plead with you to let us go for the recess, and then when we come back at the AOCB, we will say whatever we want to say. I'm begging you. The House, Honorable Madam Deputy Speaker, I will plead with you that you let us go on recess, and when we come back, you say whatever you want to say. You see, Honorable, please, you can have your submission. Thank you, Honorable. So on this note, the House will take a recess. And I want to state the purpose of the recess is for you to, it's just 10 minutes, just go through the bill and then the report from the appointments committee, just go through them. So when we come, that's it. Thank you so much, the House.